Hello, Nelson. How you doing, bud? Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Ah, all righty. Good morning, everybody. How are we? I hope you got coffee, because we're gonna need coffee. Oh, yeah. Yep. I'm already live. I'm already live. You don't need to tell me to go live. I'm already live. Did I watch Jon Stewart's interview with Zoran? No, I did not. No, I did not. You just hit a deer? Get fucked. Oh. So, Trump said he would. Trump says if Zoran wins, NYC gets no funding. I told you he would do this. Told you he would do this.
The White House, the fund. So it comes through the White House. The funding for New York and for every place comes through the White House. And I'm very generous, and I was always very generous with New York, even when you had opposition there, but I was always very generous. But I wouldn't be generous to a communist, a guy that's going to take the money and throw it out the window, because you're talking about hundreds of billions of dollars. And we're not going to let somebody get into office and squander the taxpayer money from this country. We're not going to let it happen. So it's a little bit like that with, if you take a look at Argentina, if the president doesn't win, I know the person that he'd be running against, I believe, probably, we probably have the person. A person is extremely far left and a philosophy that got Argentina into this problem in the first place. So we would not be generous with Argentina if that happened. If he loses, we are not going to be generous with Argentina.
Dude, I love how like he also has like ADHD. He also can't stay on one topic. We're trying to talk about Zoran, trying to talk about fucking New York City, and the brother can't even focus. He has to transition to Venezuela. He can't fucking focus. It's insane. Oh my god, dude. AOC just I don't know if you guys know who this is. Riley Gaines is one of Charlie Kirk's side chicks. He was as you know, Charlie Kirk hated his wife and he was fucking a whole bunch of side chicks. Riley Gaines is one of them. Candace Owens is another one. I don't know if you guys know this, but Charlie Kirk and his wife like hadn't talked for like a month before he was killed. It's weird. They hung out the day before to call up a priest to try and ward off a whole bunch of hexes and curses that were put on Charlie. Do you have a fan or an AC on? Yeah? Why? What if I turned it down like that? Hold on. Oh, you can tell. That's not usual. All right, hold on. Let me do some adjustments on the audio. What is it? Gain. Hello? Is that better? Is that better? All right, so I'm going to put it to that. And then when I talk and I get real quiet, can you still hear it? And then when I get really, really loud, how are we? Is that better? All right, how's that? Much better? Good? All right, so Riley Gaines is one of Charlie Kirk's side chicks. And she also was like a professional swimmer that lost to a trans woman and then redid the race without a trans woman in it and also lost again, came in 5th place. And she posted this for being destroyed from within. AOC goes, maybe if you channeled all this anger into swimming faster, you wouldn't have come in 5th. It's absolutely fucking hilarious. You see Trump in Japan last night? Yeah, I want to get that queued up. Trump dancing. Trump dancing with Malaysia dancers. Do we not have that? Is this it? This might be it. Can Biden do that, brother? I'd love to see Biden do that. That's my strong, humble leader. That's my perfect leader. Yeah, can Joe Biden do that? Oh, God almighty, bro. God almighty. Oh. Oh, yeah, Amazon's announcing their giant layoffs. What is this?
Tonight, a disturbing new threat discovered by a scrawny TikTok user. A post that offered tens of thousands of dollars to kill Attorney General Pam Bondi. A 29-year-old Minnesota man, Tyler Maxon Avalos, now faces one federal charge for transmitting that threat that investigators tracked on social media. According to the FBI, a TikTok post linked to Avalos read in part, "Wanted Pam Bondi, preferably dead," and referred to a reward of $45,000. Court documents include an image, which we are not showing, with a photo of Bondi with a sniper scope red dot on Bondi's forehead. TikTok, Google, and Comcast, parent company of NBC, helped the FBI trace the suspect, according to the affidavit, which also states Avalos has a criminal history, convicted of stalking and domestic battery.
Oh, Jesus, dude. You know that, like, all of this violence and shit that we're seeing, this is all the fault of the goddamn Republicans who set the bar so goddamn low. I mean, Trump's entire fucking platform back in 2016 was lock her up. Guy ran on fascism. He ran on, if I win, I'm going to throw my political opponent in prison. And then we wonder why we've got such a fucking violent society now. It's abhorrent. What's the suggestion, Master? Oh my God, Riley Gaines fired back. I have a real job. I'm a mom. It's the most important, rewarding. That's not a job, bitch. If you had a baby girl like I do, you'd understand my position a little better. No, it's not a job, bitch. There's plenty of mothers out there who also have jobs, you dumb fucking cunt. You terrible at swimming, fucking dumb cunt. There's plenty of women out there who have kids and a job. It's not the same. We should do the Hey, I'm Chris Valenti prologue before doing the video intro. No. No. Yeah, this is the fixed questionnaire that Trump took when he said lion, elephant, giraffe. This is the actual test. It's a fixed test across the board. It was, you know, he said tiger, elephant, giraffe, when this is lion, rhino, camel. Luigi!
Exactly. This is the platform.
It is a rejection of the establishment. That's what it is. Because the establishment has not actually looked out for
anti-Semitic. That's what it is.
Fundamentally anti-Israel. Please stop with this nonsense.
I get called a fascist every single day. I can call you an anti-Semitic because it's exactly what you are doing.
Hold on,
the Democratic Party has an anti-Semitic.
I fucking love Anna Kasparian, by the way. I fucking love her.
Why? Because he doesn't want to visit Israel as the mayor of New York City? Is that why?
He wants to arrest Bibi Netanyahu.
He should be arrested. He's a war criminal.
There you go. Modern day
Democratic Party. There you go. I'm right.
Modern day Democratic
He's wanted by the International Criminal Court. There's a warrant out for his arrest.
Modern day Democratic Party.
Next for us, why did President Trump get an MRI?
Can't stand her. Why? Because she's based as fuck. Why? Because she's willing to say the quiet part out loud. What's your problem with Anna?
I want to honestly challenge AOC to a debate.
You're a fucking swimmer, you dumb cunt.
She can defend socialism. I will defend capitalism. She can defend removing.
She's MAGA light? No, she's not. She fucking hates Donald Trump. Yeah, there are holes in my walls. She's not MAGA light.
God, I will defend embracing a biblical worldview. She can defend child sacrifice. I will defend the sanctity of life. Any of the radical, insane democratic policies and platform that they stand for, I will debate the opposite. I'm challenging AOC to adhere.
I thought you were going to challenge her to like a
Bro, what? I thought Anna Kasparian was like a fucking socialist. Anna Kasparian has said some transphobic shit. I mean, a lot of people have said transphobic shit in the past. Why is the stream so quiet? Am I quiet? I didn't think I was being quiet. She's pretty nasty. Well, whatever you guys are talking about, I haven't seen. I thought she was a fucking socialist.
freestyle, 100 freestyle or something. I'm like, that's
That
not
too.
That's an unfair fight. Or
You know, a fair fight to her is putting a man in the pool.
Yeah, no, you can wear you can wear like 100 pounds.
All right, questions? Go ahead first. Go ahead.
Earlier this week, President Trump floated
I don't know why the volume is so low on their end. That's not my fault.
running for president again in 2028. Are you comfortable with those comments? And you're a constitutional lawyer. Would that violate?
Well, there is the 22nd Amendment. I spoke with the president about an hour ago. It's late in the evening.
Oh, yo, there's reporting coming out that within the White House, they refer to Mike Lee as Cuck Lee. Hold on. White House makes fun of Mike Johnson. Not Mike Lee, Mike Johnson. Yeah. Trump humiliates Mike Johnson behind closed doors. Oh, that's locked. Let's find one. Heel turn? What, me? I don't know what you mean, bro. Like, do you want me to just start making the whole video about Anna Kasparian for the rest of the day? Not images, bro. News. What do you do for your day job? You're in my office right now, bro. This is my day job. This is unironically my day job. Oh, yeah. I saw that. So, beyond closed doors, Trump has been telling people, I'm the speaker and the president. Because he has Mike Johnson literally doing whatever the fuck he wants. Anna is not a real one. She's gone right-wing grift. I think I'm just not as in tune with the Young Turks as you guys are. She still works with the Young Turks, right? That's what that is, TYT, Young Turks. I'm just not in tune enough with that.
In Japan. He's working around the clock, serving the American people. He doesn't stop. Talk about someone who works around the clock. And as Chairman Pfluger mentioned a moment ago, and as we've reiterated in here so many times, you're looking at the split screen because under President Trump, the Republican Party has delivered. I mean, you're talking about reducing taxes, reducing regulations, cutting fraud, waste, and abuse, ended the border crisis, ending the crime crisis, resolving conflicts, wars around the globe, and working on these amazing trade agreements. It's been a great run, but I think the President knows, and he and I have talked about the constrictions of the Constitution, as much as so many of the American people lament that.
As much as so many people lament that, dude, this little fucking cuck boy is going, oh, it's just such a shame that he can't run for a third term. They're planting the seeds to overturn the 22nd Amendment. That's what they're doing. They're planting the seeds. They're getting ready to do it.
Trump 2028 cap is one of the most popular that's ever been produced, and he has a good time with that, trolling the Democrats whose hair is on fire about the very prospect. But I do believe that we've got 3 extraordinary years ahead of us, and the 2 years of the Trump administration are going to be an incredible thing. And I don't see a way to amend the Constitution because it takes about 10 years to do that, as you
Motherfucker, Trump signed an executive order to get rid of birthright citizenship, and you don't think he'll just sign an executive order to get rid of the 22nd Amendment? Brother, there is no Congress. There is no Senate. There is no House. You guys are fucking puppets. You're standing there like a whole bunch of dipshits. You don't have any power. What the fuck are we talking about?
all know, to allow all the states to ratify what 2/3 of the House and 3/4 of the states would approve. So I don't see the path for that, but I can.
Bro, there's gonna be, dude, 2029. It's gonna be all of us in a fucking, what is it called? Like a soldering iron, and we're gonna decide instead of like sawing through the bunker door, we're just gonna solder that shit shut. We're just gonna solder that shit shut. Turn that fucking bunker into a tomb, you know?
I can tell you that we are not going to take our foot off the gas pedal. We're going to deliver for the American people, and we've got a great run ahead of us. We'll have 4 strong years. Yes.
$20. Students in the high school community are sharing your YouTube videos and making it a shirt with your catchphrase, one being threatened with suspension. We allow them to watch on our account. School says no more. No shot. The school says they can't watch me. What the fuck? Yo, shout out to them school kids wearing my fucking shirts and shit. Yo, we will rise, my brothers. We will rise. I refuse to let these fucking fascist bastards trample all over our government, man. I love that. I love that. The kids are going to be all right. The kids are going to be all right. Cheers to the kids. Hey, kids. Make sure you stay in school, lest you become like fucking Mike Johnson.
While Democrats posture in front of the cameras, Republicans are actually out in their districts working. Just take a look at the video that we've been playing all morning. right? Don't let the facts get in the way of the good story.
Don't let the facts get in the what? What?
Districts working. Just take a look at the video that we've been playing all morning, right? Don't let the facts get in the way of the good story. Republicans, like the colleagues you see behind me, have been in their district working for the American people who are suffering from this Democratic.
No, they haven't been. They've been on vacation. They've been on paid vacation. What are you talking about?
Schumer-led shutdown.
Schumer-led shutdown? You own all three branches of the government.
You will see Republicans volunteering at food banks.
No, you won't. No, you won't. Oh, my God. How dare you? Bro, yesterday, I was put into a group chat with like 20 other content creators, and we're actually putting together something for local food banks. We're putting together like a link, and we're all going to put it in our live streams and our videos so that people can click on it, and then you can put in your zip code, and it'll show you where your local food bank is and how to donate to the local food bank. Like, you're not doing any of this. You're not doing any of this. Why are you lying?
And supporting rural hospitals.
Supporting rural hospitals? You cut Medicaid! Rural hospitals rely on Medicaid, you fucking evil cunt! You evil, disgusting cunt! Lisa McClain! You disgusting, lying cunt! You cut Medicaid! Rural hospitals rely on that! You fucking evil, demented, wrinkly-faced, cobweb-cunted cunt!
Republicans cleaning up national parks and Republicans helping people.
Cleaning up national parks? You're chopping down the redwood forest! You fucking monsters!
In real ways. Republicans believe in solutions, not.
Yeah, you believe in the final solution, you Nazi fucks! Holy shit! Holy shit! Dude, I'm gonna crash the fuck out, bro. Holy shit. How dare you? How fucking dare you? Oh my God.
Instead of complaining about a new White House ballroom, how about you try doing your actual job and reopen the government for the people you were elected to serve?
Are you talking to Donald? Because you better be fucking talking to Donald, you geriatric closeted fuck.
They want to talk about health care? Give me a break. Look at what they've done. They've wrecked the health care system. They fought to raise premiums on families.
They just quadrupled the premium for all Americans.
Democrats have over and over again. And well, if it was about health care, they wouldn't be gutting $50 billion out of the rural health care fund.
Oh my God, they're just saying the heinous shit that they're doing is being done by the Democrats. They're just saying, hey, you know that evil thing that we're doing? We're not doing it. The Democrats are. Bro, you have to be mentally disabled in order to support the Republican Party. You have to be. You have to be mentally disabled.
Multiple times we did the right thing. Where are my Democrat colleagues who served in uniform to stand up and rise above petty politics, to do the right thing? Have you not gone home to your districts to hear from your military communities, from your federal workers? Have you not listened to your local communities telling you to stop the nonsense? No. You know what? They're not there. They're in New York City campaigning for Mondami.
Allahu Akbar.
Maybe they've orchestrated this so that they had the time to go campaign for an outright socialist.
Mashallah.
Maybe this was orchestrated so they could go do that.
Allahu Akbar.
Multiple times.
You're damn right. You're damn right we're out there advocating for Zoran. Allahu Akbar. Are you out of your fucking mind, dude?
The House also continues to carry out. And here in Washington, the work has gone on in earnest as well. People keep commenting to me, you look so tired on TV. I am so tired because we're...
Very much. Archie, big hello. This is a special group of patriots, champions, winners. You are winners. Oh, I'd love to have your job. I'd love to have your job.
No, you wouldn't. You dodged the draft during the Vietnam War. Huh? What?
Japan respects us. If you see what's going on all over the world, we're doing so well. Inflation has been defeated.
No,
and
it
workers'
hasn't.
wages are raising. Important after years of crippling inflation. Back home, we had the worst inflation in the history of our country. Energy costs are down. You know, energy costs are way down.
I don't trust anybody who can't say acetaminophen. Did I say it right? Acetaminophen? 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 Tylenol?
And I said before.
Dude, how long was his fucking speech? Jesus Christ.
Look, I think it's not just about the ballroom. It's about what is right and what is wrong. I think reasonable people can disagree on those things, but everyone should agree that a ballroom financed by big tobacco is wrong, that destroying history without any kind of process is wrong. This is a trend we see with Donald Trump. You're talking earlier about the drone strikes without any due process or deporting people without due process. That's wrong, too. And
Oh, geez. All right, we got to start putting together some links for the video. No, I'm not. No, dude, come on, bro. The Washington Post is such a piece of shit. Have you seen the clip of Trump saying he doesn't like good-looking people? No, I have not. Oh, yeah. Hold on.
I know that's not important for Donald Trump, but it is important.
They are good people. Well, we have great people. I don't have to get into that, but we have one of them standing right here. We have JD, obviously. The vice president is great. I think Marco's great. I think, I'm not sure if anybody would run against us. I think if they ever formed a group, it would be unstoppable. I really do. I believe that. I would love to do it. I have my best numbers ever. It's very terrible. I have my best numbers. If you read it.
Also, that's a blatant lie. He has his worst numbers ever. Trump's approval rating is down to, I think, 39%. Almost 70% of the nation disapproves of him. Like, his numbers are abysmal across the fucking board, dude.
Am I not ruling it out? I mean, you'll have to tell me. All I can tell you is that we have a. If you read it. Am I not ruling it out? I mean, you'll have to tell me. All I can tell you is that we have a great group of people, which they don't. They have Jasmine Crockett, a low IQ person. They have.
And then this is when he went on his rant about the dementia test that he took. Yeah, so Israel. Oh, this one's old. Israel has been funding ISIS. So have we. Let me see if I can find this. We've been funding ISIS in Gaza to take out the Palestinians and Hamas. I mean, it's an old, yeah, see? Netanyahu has been funding criminal gangs in Gaza that are likened to ISIS. They actually are ISIS. They're receiving weapons from Israel, and they call it Operation Complete Madness, I believe. Pretty soon they'll call it Operation Fascist Takeover? Yeah, perhaps. We've talked about this before. It's called the Hannibal Directive. They killed their own people in order to prevent Hamas from taking them. They just started bombing their own fucking people on October 7th. Most of those people who died were killed by Israel. Insane. Did we start yet? We did not. We did not. I have not been following the Candace Owens and Charlie Kirk Klux Klan thing, to be frank. Alright, I think we can make today's video on Zoran. Yeah? I want to see what Kyle has going. I'm going to steal some homework from Kyle, huh? Yep, Kamala said she was going to run again. Yes, we're funding ISIS warlords. Historically low polling. Puppet master of Mike Johnson. What should we steal? Did the Daily Show interview with Zoran? No, I didn't. Kyle has been finding people, has people to find them sources. Yeah, I know. We do what we can. We do what we can. We do what we can.
My guest tonight, he represents Queens in the New York State Assembly, and he is the Democratic nominee for mayor of New York City. Please welcome to the show, Zoran Mamdani. This is it. These are the people you would like to represent. Yes. The New York City people. I'm curious about that. You know, I had spoken with you months ago, and I felt a real love that you had for New York City. Now that you've gotten to know us. Still there?
Still love it.
Really?
Still love this
All
city.
of it?
All of it. All of it. All of it.
What do you got now? You got 3 days, 4 days? Is that?
We've got about 8 days left.
8 days?
8 days left.
And what is that, in that moment, do you have to keep, what do you think you need to do to close the deal, to keep this? You are clearly right now in the front-running position, I can tell, because they've gone 9/11 on you.
Dude, they've literally, like, turned into, hold on, let me pull this up. This is literally Andrew Cuomo's campaign.
9/11 was bad.
I agree with that. What are your plans for cleaning up our environment?
9/11.
about our traffic problem?
9, 11.
This is literally Cuomo's campaign. That is literally what Cuomo's campaign has turned into. It's fucking crazy. It is so fucking crazy. It's embarrassing. Our society is a goddamn joke, dude. Our society is a goddamn fucking joke, dude.
It probably should come as no surprise that the Trump administration is trying to give themselves all
$10. Hey, Chris, I admire and thank you for not lying to us. Any advice for me on a debate test if CK should be given the U.S. Medal of Honor? I would say, and I think you're talking about the Medal of Freedom. I don't think we would give him the Medal of Honor. We would give him the Medal of Freedom. I think you could say that the Medal of Freedom has been so bastardized throughout history that it really means nothing now. I don't even, did Martin Luther King Jr. get the Medal of Freedom? Yeah, dude. Okay, so you could point out the fact, be like, how can we give the same medal to Charlie Kirk that we also gave to Martin Luther King Jr. when Charlie Kirk has said that Martin Luther King Jr. was an evil man and that the Civil Rights Act should never have been signed? Like, you could just say, like, Charlie getting that medal proves that that medal is fucking useless. It just proves that it's useless. You know?
all sorts of new, very intrusive powers against American citizens who might want to protest against them. And this is a subject that I think there is a real media challenge in terms of conveying the seriousness of this stuff. And I've struggled it with myself. This is a story that I care about a lot. I think it's hard to convey. It's hard to get people to picture exactly the risk here. Not too long ago, a couple years ago, I wrote the introduction to this book. It's called Pegasus: How a Spy in Your Pocket Threatens the End of Privacy, Dignity, and Democracy. I did not write this book. It's an excellent book. It's written by two amazing, investigative, award-winning journalists from France. I wrote the introduction to that book, though, because I've been basically like standing on my head, contorting myself, trying to figure out a way to do this story, how to make it make sense to an American audience, that we need to watch out now in this generation today. We need to watch out for a kind of authoritarian surveillance technology that was never, ever available to authoritarian regimes in the past, but is available to authoritarian regimes now. And in our time, this technology has been sitting on the table like a loaded gun, waiting for a would-be dictator to come to power in America and use it against us.
And he's here.
You may remember when the Washington Post columnist and longtime Saudi journalist Jamal Khashoggi was kidnapped and murdered. You may remember the salient detail that they cut up his body with a bone saw. Responsibility for Khashoggi's murder has been laid squarely at the feet of the Saudi government. The tactical means by which they got to him has in part been laid to a piece of spyware.
Oh, shit.
Cell phone spyware called Pegasus.
Bro, this was years ago. You're telling me this shit has been around for years, bro?
That infects your phone. They target your phone. You don't have to do anything wrong to be infected with it. You don't have to click on anything or do anything. They infect your phone with this spyware without you ever knowing it. Your phone shows no sign of it. But once they have infected your phone, they get access to everything that is on your phone and everything that you do with your phone. They can access its location at any time. They can turn on the microphone to hear what's happening where you are. They can turn on the camera to see you and what's around you. They can see all of the photos on your phone, all of your contacts, all of your messages, all of your notes to self, everything, even stuff that you might think is encrypted. It's not encrypted when you look at it on your phone. If you can look at it on your phone, they will have it. People close to Jamal Khashoggi were found to have been targeted, to have had their phones targeted with Pegasus software before he was murdered. Pegasus has been used to target opposition politicians and activists and lawyers and journalists all over the world, some of whom have subsequently been assassinated by despotic regimes.
All Mossad. All Mossad.
When this kind of a spyware surveillance tool emerged as a favored weapon for authoritarian governments and murderous dictatorships around the world, the Joe Biden administration banned the U.S. government from ever using that particular spyware or anything like it. Well, then Donald Trump was elected, and the Trump administration has now quietly reversed that ban. And indeed, they have now contracted with a company that makes exactly that same kind of spyware as Pegasus. And which part of the Trump administration is using it. Which part of the Trump administration has been given this surveillance tool? ICE. And are they using it just against immigrants? Yeah, right, as if. Headline in the Washington Post. ICE amps up its surveillance powers. ICE's acting director says the agency will deploy its elite.
Hey, yo, Fed, send me a pizza, you fat fuck.
Investigative officers to probe.
Hey, yo, Mossad agent watching this. I speak your fucking language.
Anti-ICE protest networks. Former officials have expressed concern that ICE now has a green light not only to monitor immigrant communities, but also to carry out broad surveillance of Americans, exercising their First Amendment right to oppose government action. U.S. citizens who may not themselves be suspected of crimes. According to the Electronic Privacy Information Center, quote, we don't know if law enforcement or ICE are even getting search warrants to deploy this software.
All right, so this is horrifying. We're going to have that queued up. I really want that queued up. Right there. Okay. If you even say anything, it pops up as an ad. You say what? Oh. Oh my God, that thing is disgusting. The White House posted some fucking insane TikTok. I gotta find it. This is it.
The entire government will be shut down until further notice.
I'm sorry, I just started hearing really loud circus music in my head. What did you say?
How long will they be closed?
Could be forever.
You're out of your mind.
I'm going to make this way harder than it needs to be.
I'm waiting.
Could you be any slower?
It's been 84 years.
Clock is ticking like this.
Let's fucking move. Let's go.
I don't understand why it's so difficult.
Well, the funniest thing in the world would be if a amalgamation of all of these actors and these studios and these directors put together like the largest lawsuit in American history and sued the ever-loving fuck out of the Department of Homeland Security. And also, I'd like to point out, look at all of these fucking brain-dead bootlickers in the comments. The White House is unhinged, and I'm here for it. The best part is you know how angry this is going to make most of these actors. I love whomever is in control of social media at the White House. Oh my God. And this has to be barren, goes to show just how disconnected these fucking people are from reality. You think that like a 19-year-old Gen Z kid is playing clips from, what is it?
Clock is ticking like.
What the fuck is that? That's with Joe Pesci. That's with Joe Pesci. That's a movie. I watched that when I was a child, bro. It's a movie where Joe Pesci plays a lawyer. You think they're... Are you out of your fucking mind? My Cousin Vinny. You think that there's fucking kids who know what My Cousin Vinny is? This is a 50-year-old person in charge of this account.
Let's fucking move. Let's go.
I don't understand why it's so difficult.
I'm in a glass case of emotion. Get a hold of yourself. Hurry up, Nut.
What is your problem, pal?
Pull yourself together.
Hurry up, will you? Get your shit together.
Dude, I think an AI did that. I actually think an AI did that. Like, I think they say, could you put together a list of stuff? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, excuse me. It's insane. All right. Pretty sure there's some crazy shit on the White House front page. Coming soon. Battle of Brooklyn. What do you mean? I thought there was like a timeline thing on this website now. Did they get rid of it? Anybody know how to find that shit? They had that somewhere. Everything's computer. They had some crazy shit that I guess they just got rid of. Yeah, no, this really does give the energy of like a community college website. I think they got rid of the crazy ass timeline that they had up there. Let me see. Oh, is this it? This might be it. What, did they get rid of the rest of it? I think they did. They totally did. Yeah, dude, this kept on going and it had some weird, fucked up shit. So they wrote a whole article about Biden's fading, Biden decaying as the president.
Out of here. We're all Americans. Out of here. We're citizens. Terrorizers. Traffickers. Get the out. Where is my people?
They That was Dan Bonvino? Hold on. Is that his fucking name? Bovino? Gregory Bovino. In order to appear in court over concerns about agents' aggressive tactics, U.S. Customs and Border Patrol Chief Gregory Bovino has been summoned to appear in court Tuesday to answer a judge's concern about federal officers' aggressive actions. Oh. The restraining order followed the video of the pastor being shot. You guys remember that video that we watched? Holy shit. Crashing into the vehicle. Okay, yeah, no, we're going to cover this. We're going to cover this as well. I wonder what Cuomo's last-ditch effort looks like. Dude, he stole Zoran's color. Stole his literal color from his campaign. They stole Zoran's literal fucking colors. That's crazy. Oh, wait, look at this. Hold on, hold on. Yeah, dude, so Cuomo has been paying people $200 a day to canvass for him, and there's people who are really desperate for the money, but they're voting Zoran instead, and they're not even canvassing, they're just getting their $200. Look at this.
Actually to take this interview, because I didn't want to be seen wearing this shirt. I don't particularly support Cuomo. I don't think he's a righteous guy. I think he's a bit of a morally reprehensible person. But for me, I think, you know, even though he's a bad guy, he's paying $200 a day. And even if it is like blood money from like billionaires and super PACs and, you know, not righteous causes, a guy's gotta get money. I'm sorry.
So who do you support instead?
Personally, I kind of stand behind Zohran Mamdani. I've heard a lot.
Get absolutely fucked on, bro. Your own canvassers don't support you. You see Cuomo's anti-Zoran ad, the racist one? I don't think I watched the whole thing. Let me see if I can find that. Hold on. Cuomo AI Zoran ad. I don't know where to find that. Is this it?
Make New York City more dangerous. But what do his actual Mamdani's opponents want you to believe he's an inexperienced radical whose policies will make New York City more dangerous? But what do his actual supporters think?
Mamdani isn't crazy.
He's just trying to even the playing field.
You know, give everyone a fair shot. Sure, he said multiple times we need to defund the police, but that was just a metaphor.
And yes, he did say crime is a social construct, but that was also a metaphor.
So you're telling me Andrew Cuomo actually posted this?
His main backer, the Democratic Socialists' ideas are common sense, such as
decriminalizing misdemeanors, like shoplifting,
third-degree assault,
trespassing, prostitution,
and drunk driving.
With plans to decriminalize all drugs, Mamdani will be a job creator for drug dealers.
Instead of helping us homeless get off the streets and into the mental health facilities we need, he wants to give us safe injection sites to do crack and let.
Wow. Okay. Wow. Okay. Holy fuck, wow. Holy fuck, wow. Does anybody have that in full screen? Because I gotta put that in this video today. I gotta put that in the video. Does anybody have that in full screen? Holy shit. Holy shit. Nelson, you got it? Pretty sure that Twitter post is still up. I don't think so. Yeah, you don't even inject crack. All right, let's make a video. Wait, what is this?
Yes, that's... I was speaking about my aunt. I was speaking about Zehra Fouhi, my father's cousin, who sadly passed away a few years ago. And for the takeaway from my more than 10-minute address about Islamophobia in this race and in this city to be the question of my aunt tells you everything about Andrew Cuomo and his inability to reckon with a crisis of his own.
Wait. Their attack... Oh my god, Ted Cruz, you fucking morbidly obese Canadian. Go the fuck home. Somebody deport Ted Cruz, for fuck's sake. Bro, I'm Italian. When I was growing up, I had all these family members that I was told is Uncle Dave, Uncle Pete, Uncle Paulie, Aunt Carol, Aunt Phyllis, you know what I'm saying? And then as I got older, my dad was like, yo, by the way, none of those people are your aunts or uncles. This is a thing, like, dude, even in Japan, they do, like, a lot of cultures call the older members of your family aunt or uncle. It's just, like, a respect thing, you know? How is this your line of attack? How is this your fucking line of attack? All right, that's so fucking infuriating. Jesus Christ. Poly Market has Mamdani at an 88% chance to win. Kalshi at a similar one with 87. Holy fuck. That's insane. That's insane. All right, I need one more. Cuomo, Zoran 9/11. What is this? Is this the timeline I was talking about? Wait a minute. What did that say? What? What? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? I got you. Hi, Mama. Hi. Good morning. Morning. Did you sleep good? Yeah. You had a good morning sleep? Yeah. Yeah. Miss my girl. This is Winge. You okay? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Bye. Bye, everybody. Alright, so this is some crazy shit. I just got here. What did I miss? You missed quite a bit. All right. I need the poly market. Okay, let's make a video. Let's make a video. You ready? Let me fill up my coffee, and then we'll start. Hold your ground! Hold your ground! Sons of Gondor! Of Rohan! My brothers! I see in your eyes the same fear that would take the heart of me! There may be a day where man forsakes all bonds of brotherhood. But it is not this day! A day of spears and shattered shields! But it is not this day! God, I fucking love every speech in Lord of the Rings. Every fucking speech. All right, let's get her ripped. Let's get her ripped. You guys ready? Hey, stop fighting. Uh-oh. It's a war. It's a cat versus dog war. All right, let's start it. 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 ICE is listening to you right now. The Department of Homeland Security is in your phone. They activated your microphone. They activated your camera. And they are listening to everything that you say. It is a protocol. It is something called Pegasus, which was created by, can you guess? Can you guess which nation created the super spyware that our Department of Homeland Security is using? I'll give you a second. Did you say Israel? Because the answer's fucking Israel, just like it always fucking is. So there's this insane commercial spyware. As you know, the Trump regime is buddied with Palantir and Peter Thiel and all of these mass surveillance companies. They want to create this new version, almost like the Minority Report, this new world where they can constantly monitor everything you have ever said online, and then they can predict your future crimes. That way they can arrest you despite the fact that you haven't committed any crimes. Now, obviously, this technology will be taken over by the regime in order to throw dissidents into concentration camps, to arrest them, to kill them. That is the entire point. This technology is not being used against criminals or being used against undocumented immigrants. No, it's being used against American citizens. And it's absolutely fucking insane. We're starting to get confirmation that ICE is using this Pegasus technology in order to find the people that they're rounding up. On top of that, I know that you guys have watched all of this ICE Gestapo Nazi violence because, as we've said before on this channel, there is no such thing as an innocent ICE officer. Every single member of ICE is a Nazi that will be held at a tribunal, and I will not say what will happen to them because I don't want to get in trouble. But now we're finally starting to see a little bit of oversight being done. There is the deputy chief of Homeland Security. His name is Gregory Bovino. And he has to show up in court and testify because of the cruelty that ICE has been inflicting upon the people of the United States of America. ICE is a domestic terrorist organization. They use tear gas. They shoot priests in the face. They ram their vehicles into people's cars. They're terrorists. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And they hide their identity because they know they're terrorists. But Rachel Maddow did a little coverage on MSNBC about this new spyware, which, by the way, when Biden was the president, Biden banned this software entirely in the United States of America. He said that the government cannot use this Israeli spyware to just monitor every single American using like AI. It's not allowed. But Donald Trump, he reversed that decision, and they are now using this super surveillance protocol, and they're spying. They're spying on you. Now, this shouldn't be new to you because this all like stems from the Patriot Act after 9/11. And speaking of 9/11, we're going to be talking about Andrew Cuomo and his how his entire campaign has turned into this.
9/11 was bad.
I agree with that. What are your plans for cleaning up our environment?
9/11.
What about our traffic problem?
9/11.
So what you just watched was Andrew Cuomo's literal campaign. That's what it has turned into. And we're going to watch some of the AI-generated Cuomo ads that are just like the most racist and Islamophobic slop that I've ever seen. And like, if a New Yorker can watch this and be in support of Cuomo, you're an inferior dog person. Please leave New York and never come back. But the first thing that we have to do is start with this. We're going to show you some Rachel Maddow coverage of this. I got her sped up because, yeah, I know, it's Rachel Maddow.
That particular spyware or anything like it. Well, then Donald Trump was elected, and the Trump administration has now quietly reversed that ban. And indeed, they have now contracted with a company that makes exactly that same kind of spyware as Pegasus. And which part of the Trump administration is using it? Which part of the Trump administration has been given this surveillance tool?
Yes.
ICE.
Yup.
And are they using it just against immigrants?
Nope.
Yeah, right, as if. Headline in the Washington Post. ICE amps up its surveillance powers. ICE's acting director says the agency will deploy its elite investigative officers to probe anti-ICE protest networks.
Anti-ICE protest networks. I hope you understand, guys. I went to the No Kings Day protest. There's going to be a third one. I hope you understand. Every single one of us that showed up to a No Kings protest is on a list. We're on a list of potential terrorists. We're on a list of members of Antifa. We're on a list of anti-American dissidents. This is no longer a game, guys. That authoritarian regime, it's here. It's been here. You need to start waking up. You need to smell the roses. You need to bite the bullet. You need to understand, like, Donald Trump is not a president. He's a dictator.
Former officials have expressed concern that ICE now has a green light not only to monitor immigrant communities, but also to carry out broad surveillance of Americans, exercising their First Amendment right to oppose government action. U.S. citizens who may not themselves be suspected of crimes. According to the Electronic Privacy Information Center, quote, we don't know if law enforcement or ICE are even getting search warrants to deploy this software.
They're not. They're not getting search warrants. They're not getting warrants for anything. Again, this is why they hide their identities. They know what they're doing is illegal and they're doing it anyway, and now we can't hold them at tribunals because we don't know who they are. However, unlucky for them, but lucky for us, there is reverse imaging AI technology. We don't need to see your entire face. We can just see you wearing that mask and see your fucking eyes, and then we can figure out what your identity is. And that is going to be what we're going to have to do. The only possible way that we can round up every single ICE agent and charge them and have them at a tribunal and throw many of them into a concentration camp to use them as slave labor, the only possible way that we could do that is if we find out their identities. And they know that. And I've said this before, this is a good sign that they're not hiding. It's bad that they're hiding their identities, but it's a good sign that they don't feel confident enough to take the masks off. If they felt confident enough to do this shit without a mask, it means that they feel like they have solidified the 2028 election, that there will be no pendulum swing back, right? Up until that point, they're going to keep on wearing masks.
Paragon, the company that makes this version of this no-click take-over-your-phone software, which Trump has now given to ICE, Paragon software has been used by the Italian government to infect the phones of opposition politicians. The
Italian government is literally a fascist government.
Politicians and activists who help immigrants. Penlink, another surveillance company that provides real-time location data about you to the government without a warrant. It's been used in the past to target opposition politicians and activists in Mexico and also in Hong Kong. Now our government, and specifically ICE, has those and more.
Not to mention, ICE also just spent $700 million on weapons, including explosive ordnance like guided missile launchers. I can't think of any reason on planet Earth why ICE would need that, except for the fact that ICE is going to be used as a domestic military force against its own people.
Again, supposedly to use in their, mission against immigrants, but also apparently to use against Americans who are protesting against them, and to use that stuff with or without a warrant, and with or without any restraint at all. This turns your own phone into a spy against you. This is a surveillance capability I have been laying awake at night thinking about for the past couple of years. Now Trump is in power, and Americans are protesting against him every single day.
You know what's funny is, like, this is straight up George Orwell 1984 shit, the same shit that these toothless bootlicking fucking hicks have been screaming bloody murder about. It's the surveillance state, brother. They're gonna round you up. They're gonna monitor you through your phone. And now that Trump is doing it, they're like, yeah, monitor me, daddy. Tread all over me, super rich daddy. I want to give another friendly reminder to the MAGA voter watching this. You are stupid. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Yes, you're uneducated, but you're also stupid. Even if you did get that education, you would still be stupid. You don't have the brain capacity to absorb that information. I do think all MAGA voters are inferior beings, but you can abandon that ship. You can join the OAL, the only Americans left. You can get in line and get ready to fight against this fascist regime. However, keep your mouth shut forever. You have proved that your opinions are useless. You have proved that your take is fucking harmful. You have proved that you are not a useful member of society. You are welcome to help us resist fascism, but your opinion moving forward is completely disregarded. You are violently stupid and terrible for this society.
day of the week and twice on Sundays. And so naturally, he is happily signing the contracts that give his government this power. And he's handing this power to the most untrained, most lawless, most aggressive, pseudo-military parts of his government to use against American citizens without warrants and without us being notified that it's happening. What are they going to do to us with this stuff?
Oh, I'll tell you, Rachel, they're going to round us all up, any dissidents of the regime, and they're going to throw us into concentration camps to use us as slave labor. That is, unironically, the plan. That's exactly the plan. You need to start fucking recognizing that. All right, so more ICE news. The top Border Patrol official in Chicago has been ordered to appear in court over concerns about the agent's aggressive tactics. Now, we've got multiple different videos of these aggressive tactics. One of them, they're throwing a tear gas canister. Look at this.
Terrorizers! We're citizen traffickers! Citizen traffickers! American traffickers! Here.
Ready? Here it comes, here it comes.
Out of here! We're citizen terrorizers! Traffickers! Get the out!
Here it comes.
Where is my...
Him. This is Gregory Bovino. This is the actual, like, top deputy chief of Homeland Security. So this is like the president of the United States for Homeland Security, and he is directly throwing a tear gas canister at this crowd of peaceful protesters, which has already been banned previously. This is highly illegal.
Traffickers! Look at these terrorists! They're back and we're defending our people!
So that's just like one example. I mean, we've watched other ones, like when the that pastor got shot in the head from this fucking... Here's the pastor right there. Jesus Christ. So, I mean, we've talked about this many times. Here's one where they,
My moderate to severe Crohn's
Are you
symptoms kept me
fucking
out of the...
kidding me with your goddamn fucking advertisement? Is this a minute-long ad? All right, then we're not going to watch it. But, you know, you've seen it a million times. ICE is just a violent domestic terrorist group. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Every single ICE agent is a terrorist embedded in the United States of America, and they must be removed. U.S. Customs and Border Chief Gregory Bovino has been summoned to appear in court Tuesday to answer a judge's concerns about federal agents' aggressive tactics after he was recorded throwing what appears to be a tear gas canister into a crowd. Court filing against DHS says Bovino apparently threw tear gas into a crowd without justification during a protest against immigration authorities in Chicago's Little Village neighborhood. It's not the only one. There's other ones. There's the 14-day restraining order followed a video of a pastor being shot by pepper balls during the September demonstration. There's more. They've got, what is this? In Irving Park, CBP agents detained a construction worker before tear gas appeared to be deployed. A crowd began to form around the agents. A neighbor who did not want to be named, they said they witnessed two people tossed to the ground, including a man who was approximately 70 years old. No, I'm not watching your fucking advertisement, but we're starting to see Democrats grow a little bit of balls. Democrats are starting to at least push for oversight. They're starting to push for some sort of like court case, some sort of hearing, some sort of accountability, you know? And now the thing is, accountability is a bullshit thing. It doesn't exist on the right wing. And like I've said before, if you're playing chess and your opponent moves his pawn like it's a rook and you just go, yo, what the fuck? That's against the rules. And you keep following the rules, you're going to lose. Okay, so when your opponent does not use accountability, I think that we should forsake accountability entirely as the left wing. I'm not even kidding. I think that we should just forsake accountability in order to fight back against these fascists. So yeah, he's facing, he's getting questioned for all of this. She also ruled that, all right, so this judge ruled that Border Patrol agents must wear and turn on body cams. Now, they have completely disregarded this order, and again, they do this because they're masked. There's no way to charge these people because we don't know who's doing it. It's insane. It's absolutely fucking insane. All right, so we all know that ICE is a terrorist organization. I want to move on to a complete and total different story, which is going to be our boy Zohran Mamdani bodying in the fucking polls. I want to show you the betting market right now. So Polymarket has Mamdani. This is on Fox, by the way. Even Fox News cannot hide reality. The Polymarket has Mamdani at an 88% chance to win the race. Kalshi has Mamdani at an 87% chance to win. Those are such insane odds, and it's also like a betting market. People are putting money on this. It's actually more reliable than the polls because the polls said Hillary Clinton would win in 2016, right? It looks like Mamdani is an absolute shoo-in. So because of this, Andrew Cuomo is going through the death throes of his campaign. And one of the most insane videos that I've ever seen, and I did not watch it in full, I watched the first half of it because I wanted to watch the rest of it with you, is this. Andrew Cuomo posted a AI-generated Islamophobic ad against Zohran Mamdani on Twitter, and it was so fucking racist that he removed it within 10 minutes of it being up. And I'm not kidding, this is the most racist advertisement I've ever seen. And I want to remind you that, like, New York City has literally fucking millions of Muslims. If you're a New Yorker and you're capable of watching this AI-generated Islamophobic advertisement that is also just deeply insulting to all New Yorkers, if you can watch this and support Cuomo, you're not a New Yorker. You're a fucking embarrassment to this city. Please, please, please just fucking leave forever.
Mamdani's opponents want you to
Check
believe
this out.
he's an inexperienced radical whose policies will make
Posted by Andrew Cuomo, entirely AI generated.
New York City more dangerous. But what do his actual supporters think?
Mamdani isn't crazy.
He's just trying to even the playing field.
You know, give everyone a fair shot.
Sure, he said multiple times we need to defund the police, but that was just a metaphor.
And yes, he did say crime is a social construct. But that was also a metaphor.
His main backer, the Democratic Socialists' ideas are common sense, such as
Decriminalizing misdemeanors, like shoplifting.
Third-degree assault.
Trespassing. Prostitution.
And drunk driving.
With plans to decriminalize all drugs, Mamdani will be a job creator for drug dealers.
Instead of helping us homeless get off the streets and into the mental health facilities we need, he wants to give us safe injection sites to do crack.
Pause. You don't inject crack. Trust me.
And let us sleep in subway carts.
These are actual policies Mamdani and the DSA want to implement on day one.
None of that is true. There's literally not a single one of those policies is real. He does want to decriminalize prostitution. That doesn't mean legalize it. And also, sex work is like the oldest job known to man. If you legalized, I firmly believe we should be legalizing prostitution nationwide. You would probably get less fucking incel mass shooters.
When a woman's being domestically abused, she finally won't have to deal with some pesky cop to arrest.
Andrew, you can't be talking about women being domestically abused when you have sexually assaulted 13 women.
That's the abuser, but now a social worker to help, kumbaya the situation.
Wow. Look at that phone. I don't think kids know what that is anymore, bro. I don't think young kids know that that's a phone, bro. Do you think that, dude, this is all, like, that was all I needed to see. This shot tells a million fucking stories, bro. This goes to show how disconnected from the fucking times Cuomo is, bro. Are you out of your fucking mind? No one has seen a landline in a decade.
Breathe in, breathe out.
Mamdani is finally lowering jail sentences.
Guilty!
But Mamdani says you're free to go.
Yo, I hate our society. I hate our fucking society, dude.
Who cares if legalizing prostitution statistically leads to an increase for sex trafficking of women and young girls by 70%?
That's not true whatsoever. That's not true whatsoever. When you legalize prostitution, the sex workers end up having more rights. They can call the police if they're ever in danger. They don't need to worry about fucking being arrested or having to choose between their pimp and going to jail. What the fuck are you talking about, bro? There's entire nations that have legal prostitution.
Can't have safety without equality.
For unlawful abiding citizens like us, global...
Wait, did he just light it at...
For unlawful...
Dude, it's lazy as fuck. It's not even good AI-generated content.
Abiding citizens like
he lit his fucking hand on fire.
Us globalize the Intifada.
Why did he say it like that, bro? They can't even say globalize the Intifada. Oh my God, globalize the frittatas.
I'm a criminal. I'm a criminal. I'm a criminal.
I'm a criminal.
Yep. I'm a criminal.
For Zoran. For Zoran Mamdani.
I didn't have a real job until I was 30, but sure, give me the keys to the city. What's the worst that can happen?
Paid for by Cuomo for NYC.
Yo, Andrew, you dirty, disgusting Guido Greaseball Dago wop. Get back on the boat and go back to Italy, you fucking monster. You're a fucking disgrace. Your father was a piece of shit and you rode his fucking coattails your entire goddamn life. You've never earned a fucking thing, Fredo, and your fucking piece of shit brother Chris is a disgrace to Chris's everywhere. Your entire fucking bloodline comes from expired olive oil, you fucking greaseball. You do not represent Italians in New York. You represent billionaires in Washington, you fucking suit. You fucking piece of shit suit. Everybody hates the fucking Cuomos. Everybody hates the fucking Cuomos. Jesus Christ. Now get a look at why, like, just so you understand, Trump and Cuomo are the same person, okay? And this is what Trump says he's gonna do when Zoran wins. Listen to this shit.
So it comes through the White House, the funding for New York and for every place comes through the White House. And I'm very generous, and I was always very generous with New York. Even
Luigi, shush, I'm gonna mute my mic. Luigi.
When you had opposition there, but I was always very generous. Very generous, and I was always very generous with New York. Even when you had opposition there, but I was always very generous. But I wouldn't be generous to a communist, a guy that's going to take the money and throw it out the window, because
You're right, guys. I forgot, because communism is when you take your money and throw it out the fucking window. He's also not even a fucking communist. He calls himself a socialist, and even then, he's barely a socialist. He's more of like a social democrat. All of his policies are like very, very loose liberal policies.
You're talking about hundreds of billions of dollars, and we're not going to let somebody get into office and squander the taxpayer money from this country. We're not going to let it happen. So it's a little bit like that with, if you take a look, Argentina. If the president doesn't win, I know the person that he'd be running against, I believe, probably. We probably have the person. A person is extremely far left and a philosophy that got Argentina.
He can't even stay on point, bro. He was trying to talk about Mamdani, and then he ends up fucking bringing up Venezuela because he's so goddamn stupid. All right, check this out, bro. There are so Cuomo is paying people like this $200 a day to wear those shirts and to go out canvassing, but they do not support him. This is a Zoran voter. He's going to vote for Zoran. They are out here because the affordability crisis that Zoran is addressing is so bad that people are willing to sell their own belief systems for $200 a day. Get a look at this.
I was a bit hesitant actually to take this interview because I didn't want to be seen wearing this shirt. I don't particularly support Cuomo. I don't think he's a righteous guy. I think he's a bit of a morally reprehensible person. But for me, I think, you know, even though he's a bad guy, he's paying $200 a day. And even if it is like blood money from like billionaires and super PACs and, you know, not righteous causes, a guy's gotta get money. I'm sorry.
So who do you support instead?
Personally, I kind of stand behind Zoran Mamdani. I've heard a lot of people's criticisms of him and people's praises of him. I think he's kind of a breath of fresh air for politics in New York.
Do you know how fucking pathetic that is? Do you understand how embarrassing that is? You're going out there paying people $200 a day to shill for your dog shit campaign, and they don't even support it, bro. They don't even support it. This is why I've said a million times, bro. Mamdani's movement is the people's movement. Fucking Cuomo's movement is the billionaires movement. If you are not a billionaire and you vote for Andrew Cuomo, you're a cuck. You sit on a chair and watch men fuck your wife because you are allowing your own city to embrace pro-billionaire policies instead of addressing the very issues that are fucking over your life.
I mean, people kind of criticize his inexperience, and I mean that's a valid claim. I mean, like, he's had positions before, and people say that he wasn't able to get much done there, and I mean, like, that's fair, but like, how else are you supposed to get experience besides like being in position and moving us towards a better future? I feel like, for me, Zohran Mamdani was the first politician in a hot minute that I was actually like, oh damn, this guy's like pretty cool, because I feel like I'm not even like, I don't even identify that much as a Democrat. I'm kind of like, I support the people at the end of the day, the work.
That's called socialism, my brother. Inshallah. I do hope this guy ends up tuning into the show one of these days, bro, because this is like, dude, this is New York. This is the average guy, bro. Like, we all understand that the Democrat Party is dog shit, but the fucking Republican Party is dead and gone and has been replaced with fascists. So how, like, what are people supposed to do other than support the alternative, which is socialism? And on top of that, socialism is just the natural order of things. I firmly believe in, like, if you allow your society to progress and evolve, you will eventually reach socialism no matter where you are, because it's just the natural order of things for the largest, for those who have the most money to be paying more into the systems to take care of the most marginalized people. This is common sense shit. This is not like super complex shit. All right, now the last thing I want to show you is this. This is on the White House's official website, whitehouse.gov. They put up this major events timeline, and it's bizarre. This is how our country has fallen to the point. Like, this is the actual whitehouse.gov. And it starts off, you're like, oh, major events. You got the West Wing is put in. You got the Rose Garden in 1913. Reconstruction in 48. Oh, we got the briefing room in 73. What is this? 1998 Bill Clinton scandal. President Bill Clinton's affair with intern Monica Lewinsky was exposed, leading to White House perjury investigations. Now, that's a weird thing to put on the website. I'm sure the next one's not that bad. Oh! Obama hosts members of the Muslim Brotherhood, a group that promotes Islamist extremism and has ties to Hamas. Hi, Benjamin Netanyahu. I didn't know that you got to write the shit on our government website. Hey, Bibi. Oh my God, this shit was written by Bibi Netanyahu. The Muslim Brotherhood is a designated terrorist organization by nearly a dozen nations. The Muslim Brotherhood is not a terrorist organization. That's not what it is. Tennis pavilion! Cocaine discovered! Like, dude, this is on the White House's official website, bro. Other nations are looking at this. Other nations' leaders are looking at this, bro, and they are cackling at us. During Biden's administration, a U.S. Secret Service agent discovered a small zippered plastic bag of cocaine in the West Wing entrance lobby, who, by the way, you have no evidence that is Hunter Biden's. And considering it's Washington, D.C., that could be anybody's blow. Speculation has pointed to Hunter Biden, an admitted drug user. Additional evidence includes a laptop. No, it doesn't. There was no laptop. You got the hard drive. You got the iCloud hard drive. Seized in 2019, which contains photos of frequent drug use alongside emails about foreign business dealings with Ukraine and China involving his father, Joe, while he was vice president. Jesus fucking Christ. Jesus fucking Christ, bro. Kinda hot. Like, what are we talking about? Now, this is important, and I want you to pay close attention to this. In June of 2025, President Donald Trump personally funded the installation of two 88-foot flagpoles. Two 88-foot flagpoles. Guys, I don't know if you know numerology. 88 means Heil Hitler. It has meant Heil Hitler since 1945. There's plenty of Nazis who have 88 tattooed on them. You could go look at the Nazi accounts on TikTok and Instagram, and it's all 88. Now, this is because H is the 8th letter of the alphabet. HH, Heil Hitler, 88, HH, right? It is not a coincidence that for no apparent reason, Donald Trump installed two flagpoles that are exactly 88 feet. That is not a coincidence. That is a dog whistle. That is paying homage to the Fuhrer. Same reason why Trump is building a ballroom and an ark. That is exactly what Adolf Hitler did with the Chancellery in Germany. Not to mention that Trump was talking about the ballroom, right? When Trump was talking about the ballroom, he tried to make it very clear. He goes, this new ballroom is going to hold 1,000 guests. The last one only held 88 people, which is not true. The East Wing was capable of holding 200 people. It is not a coincidence when these fascists are throwing around shit like 88 on the timeline, bro. Like, see, we might look at this and go, oh, that's weird. But Nazis look at that and go, I see you, bro. I see you. And it's the same problem that we're having with Graham Plattner and his Totenkopf, right? Most people see that and go, oh, it's a cool skull and bones. But the Nazis see that and go, I see you, brother. That's a Totenkopf. I see you, brother. And this is because we got Nazis in the White House, bro. We got Nazis in the motherfucking White House, and it's absolutely bonkers. It's bonkers and yonkers. All right, guys. That's all I got for you. If you're watching this live, you stay. We got more news to cover. If you're watching this pre-recorded, thank you for tuning into the Valenti VOD. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. It costs you nothing, and it helps me immensely. And feel free to donate to the channel. You know, this is real independent media. I have no advertisers. I have no funding. I have no conversation with governments or billionaires or any of that. So every dollar goes a long way. You can buy merch. You can click the thanks button to donate. You can click the join button to become a member. And you can become a patron on Patreon. Other than that, do me one last favor. Click that video right over there. It's a banger. And I know bangers. There we go. There we go. Get that fucker uploaded and make a timeline. 4 more boats bombed in the Pacific? Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, that tracks. All right. Time to make a thumbnail. Thanks for the $10, Kane. I appreciate you. Alrighty, so we're gonna want ice units. Episode 276. Okay. Chris, why does our median always pander to Israel in movies and television? Israel has a huge amount of donors in Hollywood, and they try to normalize pro-Israel policy through film and television because that's like the most consumed media here in the United States. Why is that such shit quality? Okay. Brought to you by Palantir. Okay. That's one. ICE is in your phone. There. Listening. Shh. Israel is listening. There we go. All right, this needs a title, which is going to be ICE uses Israeli surveillance to hack into every single American's, well, to every single phone, every single device in the USA. Cuomo goes full racist. Long-time viewer, first-time stream catcher. You're the best, man. Thanks for the news and the crash out catharsis. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. Or sister, or themder. Okay. Playlist. Valenti VOD. There's nothing I love more than being racist against Italians, bro. It's so fun. Make sure this starts properly. Yep, okay. We're just going to need a little trim. ICE is listening to you. Yeah. $26. ICE is listening to you. Bang. And we're done. All right, I gotta make an ad. If I could find my cell phone. Let me go find my phone. It's not in my pocket. Right there. Yeah, there was a survivor from the last boat bombing as well. Okay. ICE is using an Israeli surveillance technology called Pegasus that was created in 2014 to hack into every single device in the United States of America. They can turn on your microphone and turn on your camera. They're listening. Hey, ICE agent watching this, go fuck yourself. And yeah, Rachel Maddow covered that. Now, I ain't a big fan of Rachel Maddow, but she does make a really good valid point where she says, if you think that this technology is only going to be used against immigrants, you're a fucking dipshit. On top of that, Andrew Cuomo went full racist. I'm sure you've seen it. He posted an AI-generated slop video of Zohran Mamdani. It is the most racist thing I have ever seen an elected official create, to the point where they removed it within 10 minutes because of how racist it is. But once it's on the internet, it's up there forever, you dumb dago. Anyway, I got a new YouTube video covering all of this. Go check it out. All right, that's on TikTok. Let's get it posted on Instagram. What have I missed? You missed quite a bit, brother. Chris, would you collab or interview other leftist creators like Tad Storumer? Never heard of him. But yeah, I would. All right, palate cleanser. And then I'm going to end. Battlefield 5.
Oh,
and I body. I've not tried it yet, Jack. I've seen this movie before.
Unbelievable. I got into their base and they set up a
Alright, for the Allied, so there's a Spitfire, MKVBA, the VB, and then it's a VA.
I'm pretty sure I used the VA.
Look the exact same.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just one of them has better acceleration, the other one has better offensive. Correct.
Yeah, the VB has better. And then acceleration.
Dude, I'm bodying. I'm bodying.
Finally got.
Oh yeah, so the VB,
Bro, that was a fucking murder. That was a fucking murder. One more. Last one, one more.
So me no clip.
Oh, come on.
Is he in that tower?
Yeah, I'm gonna hit him with a Panzer. Watch it. Ready? Fire! Come on! Yes!
Bang.
Did you get him?
Woo!
Oh, this is the one where I
got him.
shoot a grenade out of the air.
And then I got that guy. Come on. Come on. Where are they? Shit, tank!
Where? Mark it.
On me!
I'm gonna hit it with my thing.
Oh!
Mark it!
I just threw a grenade and shot it in the air and fucking killed a guy.
Mark it.
On me!
I'm gonna hit it with my thing.
Brother, none of you can do that. None of you can do that on the fly. None of you just think, what if I threw the grenade and shot the grenade?
Oh!
Mark it!
I just threw a grenade and shot it in the air and fucking killed a guy.
Can you mark it or am I
Just did, I'm marking it. It keeps moving, it's moving. Every time I mark it, it moves.
Tell me when it stops.
Absolutely fucking brutal there. It's got to be a war crime? Probably. All right, guys. No shot. The Battle Royale is set in California. Yeah, makes sense. Would you ever consider becoming a politician? Yeah, I'm going to end up president. And then from there, God, King of mankind, and I'll lead us into the holy holocaust against aliens. Inshallah. Inshallah. Alright, guys. I'm gonna end the stream. I'm out of here. Later. Peace.